The Gingerbread Man. Once upon a time, there was a big old farm. Horses, pigs, and chickens lived on this big old farm, and they were well looked after by an old man and an old woman who lived in the farmhouse. Every morning, the old man gave some carrots, lettuce, and hay to the horses, pigs, and chickens, and they were very happy. On this particular morning, as the old man went outside to give the horses, pigs, and chickens their carrots, lettuce, and hay, while the old woman went to the kitchen to look in a very special and magic cookbook. Up, 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 she stretched to get the book down from the shelf and put it on the kitchen table. The old book belonged to her mom, and her mom's mom before that, and her mom's mom's mom before her, and her mom's 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 mom a long, long time ago. She decided to open the book and slowly turn the pages. Page 1, Jumping Bananas. Page 2, Flying Pizzas. Page 3, Super Spaghetti. What a crazy cookbook. Stopping on page 4, she read the title, Running Biscuits, and smiled. Running biscuits, she laughed. They look great. I like biscuits. No, I love biscuits. Mix, mix, mixing. The old woman started to cook. Stir, stir, stirring. She added sugar and flour and continued cooking. Mix, mix, mixing. Stir, stir, stirring. The old woman didn't stop. She added some butter and one large egg before mixing in some special ginger. The old woman took a handful of dough to make a little gingerbread man. She made a leg, then 2 legs, a tummy, 2 arms, and a head. She made a little nose, an eye, then 2 eyes and a mouth, a big smiling mouth. Then, from a sweet jar, she took a red sweet, a blue sweet, and a yellow sweet, and placed them on the gingerbread man's tummy to make colorful buttons for him. She pushed the yellow sweet into place and put everything into a hot oven and waited. When the old woman opened the oven door, the gingerbread man jumped out and ran across to the magic cookbook. He started dancing on page 4, just below the title Running Biscuits, and laughed at the old woman. I'm a running biscuits and you won't eat me 'cause you can't catch me, he laughed. Stop, stop, little gingerbread man, cried the old woman. The old woman tried to stop the gingerbread man, but he could run very fast. He ran under the table, over the chairs, and out of the kitchen door before the old woman could catch him. The gingerbread man stopped at the door and sang to the old woman, Run, run, as fast as you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. By this time, the old man was coming back to the house after feeding the horses, pigs, and chickens, and could see the gingerbread man running around the garden. Catch the gingerbread man, shouted the old woman to the old man. Run and catch him! Run and catch him! Catch me? Ha ha ha, laughed the gingerbread man. The old woman has got 2 old legs. I've got 2 new young legs. Look! The gingerbread man started to shake his right leg, then his left leg, while he ran around and around the old man singing his taunt. Run, run, as fast as you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. When he finished singing the song, the gingerbread man ran under the old man's leg and out into the farmyard. Catch the gingerbread man, shouted the old man to the pigs. You've all got 4 legs and can run fast. Run and catch him! Run and catch him! The pigs saw the gingerbread man and tried to eat him. Oink, oink! Stop, little gingerbread man! I want to eat you, said one pig, but the gingerbread man simply jumped on the pig's back and ran from his head to his tail, saying, Run, run, as fast as you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. While all the other pigs just ran around, squealing and oinking. The gingerbread man ran into the chicken coop. The chickens began to fly about above the gingerbread man, looking down on him as he ran through the eggs on the floor below. Catch the gingerbread man, shouted the old man to the chickens. You've all got 2 wings and can fly. Fly down and catch him. Fly down and catch the gingerbread man. But the gingerbread man laughed as the chickens tried to fly down and catch him. Cluck, cluck, they said. Stop, little gingerbread man, we want to eat you. Jumping over, under, around, and between the big eggs, the gingerbread man sang, Fly, fly, as fast as you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. And he was right. The chickens couldn't catch the gingerbread man. The gingerbread man was now running past the horses. Nay, stop, little gingerbread man, said a big brown horse. I want to eat you. But the gingerbread man didn't stop running, and the horse couldn't catch him. All the old woman, the old man, the pigs, the chickens, and the horses could do was watch as the gingerbread man ran out of the farm singing, "Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man." A police officer was walking past the farm and stopped to listen. You could hear the horses neighing, the chickens clucking, the pigs oinking, and the old man and old woman shouting. The police officer went to look what was going on. He too was also hungry, and when he saw the gingerbread man running towards him, he put his whistle to his mouth and blew. "Stop, little gingerbread man," he said. "I want to eat you." "Sorry, Mr. Police Officer, I will not stop for you to eat me," said the gingerbread man. "So run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man." Away from the farm, the gingerbread man was about to run past an office worker who was eating a sandwich. The office worker looked at the gingerbread man and said, "Hello, hello. Stop, little gingerbread man. I want to eat you." Again, the gingerbread man didn't stop. He just looked over his shoulder and sang, "Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man." And so the gingerbread man continued to run, 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 until he arrived at a river. A fox came out from behind a tree and smiled at the gingerbread man. He wanted to eat the gingerbread man, but had a clever plan. "Hello, little gingerbread man. You've stopped running. Can you swim across the river?" asked the fox. "No, I can't swim," said the gingerbread man. "I can run very fast. I can run faster than the old woman. I can run faster than the old man. I can run faster than the pigs, the chickens, and the horses. I can run faster than the police officer and the office worker, but I can't swim." "I don't want to eat you, but I can help you," said the fox. "Climb onto my tail, and we can cross the river together." And so the gingerbread man did what the fox wanted. "Oh no," the fox said. "The water is deep. I think it is a good idea if you climb onto my back." So the gingerbread man climbed onto the fox's back. "Oh no," the fox said. "The water is very deep. I think it is a good idea if you climb onto my nose." So the gingerbread man climbed onto the fox's nose. The gingerbread man's legs were now nearly in the fox's mouth, and the fox could almost taste the lovely gingerbread. He liked gingerbread very much. He was about to take a bite when the old woman pulled the fox's tail from behind him. The fox cried out, "Ow, ow, ouch!" and threw the gingerbread man up into the air. The gingerbread man was flying through the air, up, 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 then down, down, down he fell, and waited to splash into the cold water of the river. But the splash didn't come. Instead, he felt 5 fingers around his tummy, and before long, he was looking into the eyes of the old woman. "Don't eat me! Don't eat me!" the gingerbread man cried, as he got closer and closer to the old woman's mouth. The old woman closed her mouth and put her lips together and gave the gingerbread man a kiss on his forehead. Mwah! You see, the pigs, the chickens, the horses, the police officer, the office worker, and especially the fox, all wanted to eat the gingerbread man, but the little old lady didn't. "No, no, no," she said. "I don't want to eat you. I made you because I wanted a baby. I wanted a fast and strong baby boy like you." And she kissed him again. The fox ran back behind the tree, and the old woman and the gingerbread man went back to the kitchen in the big old farmhouse. The old woman started to cook again. As she was cooking, she sang louder and louder, over and over, the same song. "I'm making a gingerbread house with the gingerbread floor and the gingerbread door, gingerbread stairs and gingerbread chairs, a gingerbread toy for my gingerbread boy." In a short time, the old lady had made a beautiful little gingerbread house with 4 windows, 2 doors, a bedroom, and a living room. Inside the house there were tables and chairs and a big soft sofa. And in this gingerbread house the little gingerbread man lived happily ever after.